Hey, I've got another new video for you today. Got the new Letshuoer DT03 DAC dongle. It's got a dual ESS ES 9218 or 9219C DAC. It's a USB-C DAC dongle. Has up to 195 milliwatts of power, and it has up to DSD 256, and can play up to 32-bit source playback for high resolution sound. It's a quite a good DAC. It's actually got an all aluminum chassis, and it actually comes with a really nice little kind of leather. I think it's either leather or some type of synthetic leather. It feels like leather. It's quite soft. It also comes with 3.5 and 4.4 balanced output, just like the DT03, which comes with the 3.5 and the 4.4 balanced outputs as well. I don't have a lot of DACs at the moment to compare it with, but it does have a similar DAC to the XP2 balanced, which has I think a 9018 K2M DAC from memory, and although the XP2 balanced has a bit more power, I felt like the DT03 it has pretty decent amount of power for powering IMs and like your easier to drive headphones. I thought it was a bit warmer texturally than the DT03, which even on the high gain setting can be just slightly thinner sometimes, and the DT03, it came through quite warm, and there was a nice bass and good resolution to your mid range and treble as well. It is a little bigger than the DT03, as you can see. It's a pretty good little dongle. I tried it with a couple of planar IMs, like the KZ-PR2, as well as hybrids like Geekwell GK100, which I have, and it had no issues powering anything I hooked up to it. I mainly used the balanced output to in high gain to get that bit of extra power, and it does sound a bit warmer in the balanced high gain mode. So you get that kind of maximum output in that mode, as you do with all most of your high gain modes in your DACs and that sort of thing. It gave a good dynamic range to IMs that I tried it with. It has a good balanced sound, and I hardly had the volume on my phone, like controlled through my phone. Um, I had the volume maybe on, two, like almost like the lowest gain setting, on high gain. I mean, lowest volume setting on my phone. Yeah, I hardly had to turn the volume anywhere near up to, maybe 30 to 40% of the full volume, and it was more than loud enough. It's got plenty of power, and I mean, yeah, it might have a little difficulty running, like a 600 ohm headphone or something like that. But I mean, you're not really going to be listening to a lot of 600 ohm headphones on a dongle anyway. They're more suited to your sensitive IMs and headphones. In the 32 to 16 ohm range kind of thing. That are pretty easy to drive. I mean, most people aren't going to be running, like a 600 ohm HD6XX on any dongle that I could think of. That's what you kind of need a bit more power for, in something like an XDuo XP2 balanced, that has an extra 100 or so milliwatts to drive those kind of headphones. But as far as low impedance headphones and easy to drive sensitive headphones and IMs, you're not going to have any issues with driving any of those. And especially if you're using high gain with a balanced cable, you're going to get the best out of it as well. And if you're streaming, Cobuzz or Tidal, you get that high resolution as well. It can play up to 32-bit, 256 DSD, something like that, which is pretty decent for a dongle. It's going to keep up with a lot of other equipment out there at the moment, and it's pretty lightweight for having a all aluminum chassis as well. It's roughly the same weight as the Truthier Shio as well. So it's not significantly heavy or anything like that. It is quite light with that aluminum frame that it has, and it is very nice too. It has an indicator light inside to indicate. I think what level of your 16 or 32-bit. I think I don't know whether it changes colour. I didn't really observe that, but it does glow green. Might just be a power indicator. Not really sure, but it's a nice little feature. I quite enjoyed getting to compare it to my XDuo XB2 Balance and the Truthier Shio. I did feel it was just a little bit warmer in some occasions than the Shio, and I felt like it just had a little bit more driving power as well. And I do like the ESS DACs. They like the XP2 Balanced, which has an ESS DAC as well. The DT03 has a dual DAC, which it makes the sound that much clearer as well. It's the DAC that is in it's 92. What was it, 9215 or 9215C or 9219C? It is a pretty good DAC, and I think it's on par with a lot of other dongles that are out there at the moment. I did recently review the new Hedes S9 Pro dongle as well. Pretty sure it had some type of ESS DAC in it as well. It might have been the I think it was either the same one that's in the XP2 balanced, or it's the same DAC that's in my XDuo XQ50 Pro 2 DAC. I think it was one of those two, but all ESS DACs I think of that I've used are pretty good. They have good resolution, good detail. They generally are a little bit warm in the presentation as well, which is good. I like a bit of warmth. Whereas like your Cyrus Logic, I think the Truth Shio, it has a Cyrus Logic dual DAC in it, and yeah, it doesn't feel quite as warm. It's a little more analytical, I think, in its presentation, and in some cases just a little bit thinner as well. So yeah, I like that kind of little bit of extra warmth in the presentation of these ESS DACs, like the XP2 balanced and the DT03. So yeah, if you're thinking of upgrading your DAC, and if you've got a Truth Shio, or if you've got an older DAC, I think the DT03 from Letshuoer would be a pretty decent upgrade, and with the 195 milliwatts, the dual ESS DAC, you're going to get plenty of power and plenty of clean, crystal clear presentation as well for your IMs, and if you've got a pretty easy to drive pair of headphones as well, you'll be quite surprised, I think, of how good that it can do in playing back your high resolution tidal or co-buzz. You'll really enjoy what this can do. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will be back with some reviews pretty soon. I've got the Kotori Audio Vampire on the way, as well as I've just ordered a pair of Soundpeat Space headphones as well. I wanted to upgrade my Bluetooth headset, maybe for a bit of a change from in-ear buds. So I'll be reviewing that soon as well. I'm just waiting for it to come in. Also got a couple more other things coming, which I'll talk about later. But anyway, that's all for today. I'll leave you all with a good week, and I hope you all do have a good week, and thanks for watching.